Guys, thank you for joining me yet again. I am so excited to show you guys this set. This is obviously, as you can see, the Thieves of Tortuga. It was BrickLink Series 4, if memory serves me correct. Set number 910053, and it was actually 4,002 pieces with what felt like a couple of hundred pieces spare. You know, plenty of little spares. As you've already guessed, it's already built. There'll be no hyperlapse build of this. I genuinely was going to film a hyperlapse, and I started doing a little bit of building, and I fell in love with it so much that I forgot to turn the camera on. I had an amazing time building this. These pictures that you see on the front, that you see on the back, none of it does this set justice. I promise. I was in love with this set before it arrived. I was in love with the colours and everything else. I've seen a few videos myself online of it, and I was like, oh yeah, I really need that set for our Lego City. And then I built it, and then I fell even more in love. It honestly is... I seem to say this every time I do a review video, but Lego is going from strength to strength. This, though, is created by a fan, and that is mind-blowing to me. So this is designed by Taylor Anderson. Taylor, thank you so much. This video is a tribute to your work, my friend, because this is the single-handedly the most detailed Lego set I have ever built, and for that it is beautiful. Guys, we're going to get you over, we're going to take a look at this all set up. It looks immense. We're then going to do a little look at the minifigs, because the minifigs in there are cool as well. Some of the scenes that you can create with this. And then we'll talk a little bit about the fact that it's open backed and how we plan on changing that to make it more integratable for the Lego City. Specifically, we're going to create like a medieval pirate themed area. So we'll mix this in with a couple of other medieval sets that we've got, maybe another couple of pirate sets that we've got. I am contemplating trying to pick up another one of these on the second-hand market to do some slightly different kind of variations and make it like a full port. So, you know, we've obviously got the two islands connected there by the bridge. Maybe try and expand that and create something very, very special out of it. The jury's out on that one, though. Oh, yes. What do we have on the back? So, yeah, you can see it slightly better. We've got the two separate islands that connects by this little bridge. I'm not the biggest fan of that element, I must admit, the way it connects. I think there's potential there to create a bigger bridge and create a bit more separation in the islands to have a proper water channel when we talk about putting it in a city. So I think we can look at that. But yeah, and some little boat elements and plenty of minifigs. Yeah. Right, guys, let's get you guys across. Let's take a look in great detail of this amazing BrickLink Designer Program. Set number 910053, 4,002 pieces of absolute beauty by Taylor Anderson. This, ladies and gents, is the Thieves of Tortuga. And as if by magic, in Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. Oh, look at it. Please, 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 please tell me that this transitions across on camera and on video, because this set is just outstanding. We've even got my little rubber seagulls. I think we've got a couple of them. Another one down there somewhere, I'm sure of it. We've got a parrot. There's so many animals in this set. You're not going to believe it. There's dogs, there's pigs. Yeah, it is crazy. But yeah, so hopefully you guys can kind of get a good idea. And it's a rather big set as well. Please, please, please tell me it comes across on scale, because it is immense. So yeah, as you can see, we've got all sorts of different colours. A little bit of a hair there. All sorts of different colours. We've got loads of different elements. I've set all the minifigs up just for now for you guys to take a quick look. As I say, we're going to bring you across. We're going to take a proper look in detail, get you zoomed in. We're going to take a look at these open back sections. There is even a bank in here. Well, I say a bank. It's a pirate's bank, shall we say, where they store all their plunder. And there is a lot of plunder in this building. With a really easy, accessible open back and ladder. Anyway. But yeah, so it is immense. Yeah, so from the back, we've got like the gun locker. A little bit of a shooting range. Over here we've got what looks like the shop, or one of the shops. Can't remember what this building is. Is this the inn? I think it is. That is the Islanders Inn. And then we have over here another little pirate down here with a gun and then this element here for unloading the ships. And as I said, I really like there's different roofs. So you've got some of the elements on here are different to the colours on this roof are different to this one, and then obviously the roof on this one and this one is different to that one and that one. It just makes everything kind of stand out, have its own unique pop. The palm trees, there's a lot of palm trees, but this is Tortuga after all. Anybody that loves a bit of Pirates of the Caribbean, I most definitely built this whilst watching Pirates of the Caribbean. So I was in full-blown pirate mode, as you can imagine. Especially when Captain Jack is running down the beach with his jar of dirt. So yeah. Right guys, I'm going to bring you guys across. Let's take a look at this set in a bit more detail. And there we go guys, as promised. So yeah, we're going to take a good look at some of these elements in here, so you can get an up-close and personal look at all of those different kind of colours and that I promised. Give you a good look at, I mean, they've got the roof elements, all these minifigs. You can create some amazing scenes with this set. As complex as that flooring looks down in here with all the different stones, it was really, really fun to build. I had a real good time building all that flooring. It was really cool. So yeah, again, more different coloured elements there. More minifigs. The guy on there's got a right smile on his face, if I can get it to autofocus. There we go. Crabs. And yeah, some more buildings coming across. I really, really hope all this detailing comes across well on camera, because it is phenomenal. I love that. It's the simplicity of water pouring out of a bucket. And it's about to get the guy eating his chicken. Oh dear. So yeah, so we have the Islanders Inn. If I can focus on there. Yes, it can. Islanders Inn, and then obviously the marooned marina. If that will focus. Come on. Don't let me down, Osmo. Looks like the Osmo's going to let me down. Of course it is. Zoom back out and back in. There we go. Marooned marina. So yeah, all them really cool elements. In there, what you guys can just see behind there is the coolest Lego fruit I've ever seen in the world. They are pineapples. So they've used a head element that they've printed with like a pineapple lattice effect, and then a little green stud on the top. Big fan of that. Some nice fresh bananas down here. There's the other seagull I was on about. Love that these are rubber winged. Really cool. Little pirate's boat. Definitely going to have to get a few more of them and expand this area. But yeah, as you guys can see, the inside of these buildings, all of these are just as spectacular as this. Like, honestly, it is just as spectacular. So, let's get you guys in, turn this bad boy around, and let's show you the inside of the buildings. Okay, so let's start around the back of the building that was labelled up the Marooned Marina. So as you can see in there, if I can get a light in there, just show you some of these cool elements. We've got fishes. We've got all of this like kitchen prep area. As I said to you, each one of these buildings is like really, really detailed. It's what makes this set like utterly fantastic. We've got the underneath. Another different coloured crab element. A cool little element I really like is this little buried treasure. Although it's been plundered, there'd be no treasure in there. So we'll put that back. I think we may have to add some treasure to that at some point. Just spin this around a little bit. So again, this is another quarters. I really like this, so you can see, if I can zoom in ever so slightly in the top there, you've got a telescope pointing out of the window, a little boat, a ship there with some gold coins. There's his sleeping quarters. He's got a spare telescope. Another chest of his plunder in there. Spin this around a little bit more if we can. Let's bring this here. Right. So as I said, we've got the another animal. So we've got a dog. Got a cool anchor there on the side. And so this is the pirate's bank, shall we say. This is what I class as the plunder room. There is a lot of gold in this room. Gold. We have gems. Again, even Super Mario coins. Not quite sure how they got their hands on Super Mario coins, but and a hell of a lot more Super Mario coins by the looks of things. So yeah, they're down in there again. So that is the amazing plunder room. Just move this along a little bit. So that was the tower I was telling you about. So that is where the weapons cache is, just down there. So they've got a few muskets ready to go. Got the big gates. Obviously they do open, but I have got this the wrong way around. So there we go. If we open them up, the gates open up. So in my head, we're going to continue this. If I zoom out a little bit, we're going to continue this in some guise. I'm not quite sure how yet, into an area and close all these backs up. As much as I love them, we need to close them up somehow. So that is something that I'm going to work on for definite. We've got the shooting range. Spin this round a little bit more if we can, Mr. L. Don't want to break it. There we go. So then over here, we've got like, I don't even know what this is. But there's a lot of candles and skulls and yeah. It's very, very booky. Very booky. And again in there, nice teapot. Got a ladder to get up there, which is the most important thing. Amazing smoke element. I love it every time that a set includes a smoke element like that. Reminds me of some of the trains. The Christmas train, I think it was. And then over here, this is I think it was the Islanders Inn. So they can have a little pitch up for a couple of nights. A couple of little beds in there. A little bar downstairs. They get a more substantial ladder to get up, which is, you know, a bit better than that one there. But yeah, so that's it from the back. So as I said to you, obviously there's some nice printed elements, some good cool printed elements on the inside of some of these rooms. But yeah, even if we just kind of like pan up and do a kind of almost drone shot, as you guys can see, it's a big set, but it's so full of detail. Okay guys, so as promised, here's a quick look at their minifigs. So that is a really cool minifig element with the cool fishing rod, reused hat there. I love that one. These are very obviously basic pirate themed kind of minifigs, but yet again, some really cool printing. This one's one of my favourites. It looks like he's having such an amazing time. He's a dead happy guy, loving life. This lady looks happy, although I would be as well if I just came into a lot of money. Maybe not in the unscrupulous manner that this lady pirate clearly has. There's that water element. Water appearing to fall out of the bucket with a cheeky little smile. Another pirate yet again with the musket. Must have been to that armory and loaded themselves up. Our first kind of proper pirate's hat. I'm a big fan of that. Paddle element. Must have just come in on this boat, even though we know he didn't. But yeah, there's that one. Looks like the main guy. He's got a parrot and a big old saber. And he's got a feather in his cap. He looks like he might run Tortuga, this guy. And then we have these two that kind of come together on the ship. I've just shown you. Cool backpack elements. They are weary travellers with a key. So they must be staying at the inn. They're going to go and get their heads down and get some must needed shut-eye. We then have This guy. Cool printing all the way from the torso down to the legs. And again on the back. Although his hairpiece does look a bit like a beetle, I must admit. It feels like he's in the wrong century. This guy, he was about to get water dumped on his head. He's worried about his chicken. I would be as well, though, to be fair, if my chicken had a bone sticking out the back like that. Who knows? And then last but not least, we have this fantastic lady with a long flowing skirt and a buck. Although, ooh, there's nothing on there. That is a little tiny little bit of a letdown. They surely could have put a little sticker or something on there. Not asking for it to be printed, but maybe just a little sticker element to make it actually look a bit more realistic. Either that, or it is this lady's journal, and she is about to start writing. Imagine the stories that will be put into that journal. So that is it, guys. That is all the minifigs. Let's throw it back. There we have it. That was my review, including minifigs, of the Thieves of Tortuga set from the BrickLink Designer Program. Quite possibly one of the best sets that I have ever built. For the amount of small pieces, it just didn't feel fiddly. There was no real repetitiveness to it because of the differential in the colours. Yeah, I genuinely don't think, apart from, and I will be brutally honest as I always am, the bridge and this particular palm tree, they're my least two favourite kind of elements. The way it's joined with just this simple bridge, it doesn't really work for me. So I will be changing that ever so slightly when it comes to a city, and I'll probably be doing away with this palm tree because it keeps catching every time you try and move it. You try and move the bridge. Apart from that, this entire set is top tier. There is nothing about this set I dislike, genuinely. I can't wait to kind of close it all up. We're going to have a look at some ideas, going to see what kind of pieces we need, and then by the time we come to doing the the city, we will kind of get it all ready and ready to go. Oh, Pooch! Say hello to everybody. Even the Pooch loves the set. Don't you, bud? You love this set. So yeah, that was my quite in-depth review, actually, when it comes to the Thieves of Tortuga set. I have now got dad duties to perform, clearly, with the Pooch. He's feeling abandoned and left out. Right, I best crack on. Guys, as always, actually, before I spin this video off, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's got me to where I am so far. Well over 1,300 subscribers now. And yeah, I was going to do a separate video on this, but let's just include it in the back of this. I have now been officially accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. So that is a big milestone for me. If you'd have told me that within kind of 9-10 months of me starting this channel with no kind of expectations, you guys have helped me get there. So look out, there's going to be all sorts of cool things coming soon. We're going to be able to start linking merchandise in videos. I've got some really cool ideas for merchandise. We're going to be doing more live streams. We're going to be doing members only live streams. We have the ability to do super chats. And I'm going to come up with a kind of platform that allows us to be able to have the best time doing what we do. And that is all for the love of Lego and everything Lego. I'm so excited of what the next 12 months are going to hold. Big city plans are kind of in the works. There's a potential that we might move the office space. We're not fully decided on that yet, so we will see what happens. The dog is having a drink at the most inopportune time, but that is what we love. Yeah, we potentially might be thinking about having a bit of a rejig. More to come on that, though. We're going to just see how the next few months go. It's all about making it more easily accessible and maybe slightly bigger, because I want a city. I want the ability to potentially do a podcast, and I'd love to be able to do it all from the same space. So yeah, watch this space. Right, I've rambled on enough, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching my review on the Thieves of Tortuga and everything that comes with this set. Do you know what I should have done? I should have loaded up the cannon, because that cannon fires a barrel element. Maybe if I can find a quick one. Let's see if we can. Let's end this video. I'm just going to pinch a piece of wood. Slot that in there. Right, let's get the cannon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, don't know where it went. Oh no, we've lost everything.